As the 2014 baseball season draws to a close, now is a perfect opportunity to look back on Indiana's roots of America's pastime. The Indiana Historical Society hosts Hoosiers Win the Pennant, Indiana Roots of American Baseball, which shows Indiana's proud contributions to baseball that date back to the 19th century. The exhibit displays items from private collector and Indianapolis attorney Scott Tarter that includes a plethora of significant baseball memorabilia, many with ties to the beginnings of the Indianapolis Indians. Join Indians president and board chairman Max Schumacher as he is given a personal tour of the Indianapolis Indians portion of the exhibit by Mr. Tarter.
You know, Max, this piece here is one of my favorites because it's got so much history associated with it. It's a 1961 ticket to the Indians' Diamond Jubilee, but it has a photograph of the very first Indians team from 1902. And I wondered if you remembered that.
I do remember the ticket. That was my first year as general manager of the Indians. I think that I had moved up from ticket manager and that we had put that together during the early part of the winter of 60-61, and then, as I said, in January 61, I became general manager.
It's amazing to think about. I was born in 1962, and it's amazing for me to think that in 1961, the Indians had already been around for 60 years. It's pretty incredible. To me, another one of the fun pieces in the exhibit are the Cracker Jack cards, but specifically the Cracker Jack card of Donnie Bush. Now that's a 1914 card, baseball card, that came in the packs of the original Cracker Jacks. And one of the things I like about it as a collector is it's very difficult to find a card that doesn't have the caramel coating on it.
Right.
And of course the kids were pulling them out at that time, and it's pretty difficult to keep the caramel off. But the collectors really try to find those cards that are fairly clean. Now, that was Donnie.
Indiana's baseball history goes beyond the Indians, and visitors will have the opportunity to see the impact Hoosiers have had on the game.
One of the more fascinating pieces of history to me when it comes to baseball in Indianapolis and in Indiana is the Federal League. And you and I were discussing the fact that the Indians themselves have won so many pennants over the years, and yet we had a major league pennant one year, 1914. The Indianapolis Hoosiers won the Federal League pennant, and I think that's something that adds to the history that the Indians have done such a great job of providing for us here.
Right. I've thoroughly appreciated having the opportunity to see this wonderful display. I knew that Scott had this collection, but I never had seen it all together such as it's displayed here, and it's displayed very, very professionally. And I would just like to encourage everyone who sees this to come to the Glick History Center and see it for themselves. Whether you're a baseball fan or not, there's some wonderful history with it, and it's a very inexpensive ticket price for families to attend, so y'all come.
I'm very excited about the exhibit here. I'm gratified for the opportunity to show it. I hope that people around the city are able to come in, and around the state are able to come in and see some of the amazing history that Indiana has when it comes to professional and Major League Baseball. I was pretty awestruck when I first started researching the history that the state really has, and you can come into the exhibit now and see some of that history, and I hope people do. I'm grateful to the Historical Society for giving me the opportunity to show what I have here, and I'm awfully grateful to the Indianapolis Indians as well for being a part of that great history.
Those interested in experiencing Indiana baseball history in person can visit the Indiana Historical Society between September 9th and November 15th. For more information, visit IndyIndians.com or IndianaHistory.org.